everyone, it's Cra-Z by Creme here, and today I'll be showing you how to make this super cute and popular purple minion. So I made a regular minion tutorial a while back, and I'll link that right over here if you want to check it out. It is technically the same design, but it's just a lot easier to see the colors that you're going to actually use being used, because if you look at the other tutorial it might be a little confusing, and this was also requested by one of my subscribers. I'll link them in the description down below, and be sure to check them out. And this is my original design as far as I know, and let's get started. So to make this purple minion, you will need any type of loom that can be in the staggered position, so basically most looms will work. You'll also need any type of hook. I would always recommend a metal one, but if you don't have one, that's a-okay. You'll also be needing two different colors of bands. For a purple minion, I'd recommend to have a lighter purple and a darker purple for the overalls. This one will be for the rest of it. And over in this minion, I used jelly colors. I did a purple and sort of a indigo color for the rest, and there are two ways to make the goggles on this, and one of these is I got inspired by Olivia's Looms and Crafts, so I'll link her in the description box as well. Either way, you'll need a googly eye or whatever else you want to use. I'd recommend a googly eye. It looks best in my opinion. And for one of the methods, you'll be needing a C-clip, and I'll just go over that in more detail when we get to that place. If you're using the C-clip method, you'll also be needing some hot glue, and for both methods, you'll be needing some scissors to snip off the hair over there. So let's get started. To begin, I'll be taking two bands in the lighter purple color. You'll be using two bands for the rest of this project unless I say otherwise, and you're going to make sure that the arrows are pointing away from you, or that the roundest edge of your loom is farthest from you. So take those two bands and go from that middle peg diagonally outwards to the left or the right. It does not matter which one you do first, and do the same thing on the other side. Now we're going to go down 3 times on each side, but not in the middle. Take two bands and go down once, two bands, two, and finally 3, like so, and just do the same exact thing on the other side of your loom. Once you have done that, it should look a little something like this, and let's get ready to move on to the middle. Try not to twist your bands during this process, and remember, you can always pause or rewatch the video whenever you need it. So for the middle, we'll be going down 4 times instead of 3 to sort of create the look of overalls, because that's what we're going for. So you're going to be using 2 bands, and you're simply going to be going down like so. This charm isn't too complicated really, so that's 2 times, 3 times, and taking 2 bands 4 times. And if you can see, it goes a little bit further than the other 2, which makes it look sort of like the overalls the minions wear, and I really like how that turned out. Now once you have done that, we're going to start with the overalls, so you can just use a darker purple and indigo, just any colors like that, and all you're going to do is go down 2 times on each column using 2 bands, of course, like so, and do the same for the middle, taking 2 bands and going down 2 times, and do the same exact thing for the other side, like so. So now after that, we'll be adding the little legs that make it super duper cute. So take 2 colors of the lighter purple and just go down once on the left, and both the left and the right. Doesn't matter which one you do first, like so. And before we add like the boots and the gloves, we'll be adding a connector band. I'll be using clear today, but you can use the lighter purple or the dark purple. It really doesn't matter what color you use. But all you're going to do is make a triangular band across from the left on the middle and over to the right like so, and you can use your hook to bring this part over like that. And now we're going to add our cap bands, and to do that you're just going to take one color in the darker purple and twist it around. Twist it to make an 8 or infinity and put it back on the peg, but don't let go of the loop just yet. Twist it one more time and do the same thing to create 3 loops, and do the same exact thing on the other side of the loom. You can also create the cap band by twisting it on your finger or a hook. Just do it however you do it normally. So next off, we're going to be making the also cute, super cute hands on this charm. So I'm going to show you how to make it on both the loom and the hook. So you're just going to go in any of the spare pegs on the bottom of your loom. If you want to do it on your loom, take 2 bands and just go and just place it across these 2 pegs like so, and take one darker purple color and twist it around this peg. Make sure it's not this one because then it would be harder to hook, and just twist it around 3 times. Twist it around to get 3 loops just like the hook. And then you're going to go ahead and push back that cap band, all of those, and grab the 2 bottom bands there. See, I only grabbed 1, but that's totally fine. Go back inside and grab the other loop like so, and grab those 2. Stick your hook through that peg and pull it off your loop. And that is one of the hands. You can also make this on the hook like so. And so you're going to be making the cap band first. So place 1 band on your hook, twist it once, but don't let go of it. Twist it one more time to get 3 loops, and then take 2 bands in the lighter purple and pull that cap band over it like so, and the cap band is going to look like a glove. And there you have your 2 hands. So go ahead and make those, and I'll show you where to place them. So once you have made your arms on either the loom or the hook, you're going to pinch those loops of one arm, grab it on your finger, and just place it right at the start of the overalls, right over here, and twist it to kind of rearrange it and push your bands down like so. So you're going to put it right when you start using the darker purple, right on that peg. And do the same thing on the other side, right over here. Placing that there. Try not to twist the bands really, and make sure the loops don't fall off. You have your little arms. So now we can start to place the connector bands, which basically keep the charm stable, and it just makes it look much better. And to do that, you're just going to take 1 lighter color purple and stretch it across 3 pegs to make a triangle. Do that for these 3 pegs as well, and you're going to use the lighter color across the 3 pegs with the arms as well. And starting over here, you're just going to use a darker purple, so take 1 band for the connector bands. You're using 1, and do that 2 times, and once you have done that, you're ready to start hooking. So grab your hook and let's get started with the hooking process. The hooking process is pretty straightforward because really you'll just be hooking straight all the way down. So what you'll need to do is go push back that cap band and that clear connector band. It's pretty tough, but I know that you can do it. And grab those two very bottom bands. They should be light purple for the feet, and hook them vertically like so, and they should make teardrop shapes. And in the middle, you're just going to, there's nothing to push back, just grab those two bands to hook forward, and then you're going to push back that cap band and the connector band. Make sure you do that. To grab the very bottom two bands, make sure they are the right one to hook forward like so, and that just starts off all of the three columns. And I'm just going to be doing the middle first because I find that it's the easiest because there's no bands to push back. So just go into that band that you just hooked to, grab the two bands there and hook them forward. Make sure you don't lose any loops as I did here. And just do that all the way down your loom. And once you get over here, you can just simply hook forward. You don't have to go to the middle, of course. And now we're going to do the sides. You can do these in any order you'd like. I just like to do it like this. And so to do the sides, you have to make sure to push that connector band right over there. Do you see that one? And grab the two bottom bands to hook forward. If they make teardrop shapes and they don't really tug oddly, then that means you have done it correctly. And just push back the connector band, make sure you do that, and return the band to the right place, which is just forward. Now when you get to these are pretty tough because they have the arm bands on them, so make sure you push back this connector band, all those arm bands to the very bottom two bands to hook forward, like so. Then push back the connector band, grab the bottom two bands, hook forward, and do that down your loom. And when you get here, simply, there are no connector bands to push back, simply grab the two bands and hook it to the middle, like so. And now just do the same exact thing on the other side of your loom. And I'll be back when I've finished that, so feel free to rewatch or pause. One thing I do want to mention is that you can take the bands one at a time if it helps it, especially for the ones that have lots of bands on it. It really is up to you though. And so once you get over here, you can just go inside, grab those two bands, and hook to the middle. And now you are done with your Purple Minion charm. However, now you're going to stick your hook through the last peg through all of those bands. Make sure it is all of it. Check that it is all. And taking 1 to 3 bands of your lighter purple color. I like to use 2. You'll snip these later as a hair. And pull it through those bands and grab the other 2 loops on your hook, and you can do this however you normally like to, but I like to do it this method. And now hold on tight to those bands and take off your creation carefully. You can also use your hook to assist you. Once you take it off, it might not look as minion-like, but just give it a stretch and it'll become more minion-like later on, as I show you how to basically fix it up and such. But first off, you're going to pull these 2 loops right over other loops to create a slip knot, like so. So for the goggles, you'll need 2 bands of the darker purple, and you're just going to slip them right over the minion, like so. A simpler method of attaching the eye for the goggles is to simply slip it under those 2 bands, and that is really easy to do. But if you want to make it look a little neater and more realistic, you can do the other method. And for that method, I'm not going to demonstrate it, but all you have to do is take a C-clip and a googly eye, hot glue the C-clip to the back of the googly eye, making sure it's stable, and then after that you just push it through the goggle bands, and if you can, push it even further through to make it more stable. And I recommend giving the minion a stretch while the goggles are on, because that'll just help the goggles, you know, sort of stretch out and not really squeeze the creation. And there you have it. That is your very own minion, Purple Minion charm. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up, and also check out my channel because I have lots of other videos that you would really enjoy. Also, comment down below if you made the yellow minion and you're going to make a purple minion to match. If you do tend to make this, make sure you post it on Instagram, and all the information for that will be right over here, as well as in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!